Okay, now to just cover a few of the precautions. The other area that you want to avoid getting oils into is the inner ear. You don't want to get essential oils directly on the eardrum. The membrane's very thin, so what you're going to want to do is, if you're using a vitality oil to promote, maintain, or support that particular body system, you're going to want to apply them to the base of the ear, around the base of the ear, or you can get a cotton ball, apply 1 to 2 drops of your essential oil, and then you're just going to place the cotton ball right there on the ear, and that's going to allow the essential oil to diffuse right into the inner ear without affecting the membrane or having any adverse effects on that thin membrane there in the inner eardrum. The other precautions that I want to go over is, again, when an essential oil burns, you want to immediately apply a fatty oil to the area to take away the dermal response. You're also going to want to always dilute essential oils for babies and small children, or if you have sensitive skin, always go low and slow when you're using essential oils in any manner. Examples of hot oils include cinnamon, clove, peppermint, lemongrass, oregano, thyme, and Exodus 2, as well as thieves. And for some people, peppermint's cooling sensation is just too much, and they need to dilute it with a carrier oil. In addition, when you're using essential oils with infants and children, anything with camphor in it, which is a chemical constituent that naturally occurs in many essential oils, like eucalyptus and peppermint, are to be heavily diluted and or avoided depending on what you feel is best for you and your family. So I encourage you all to research that further and see what you're comfortable with. Me personally, I use essential oil blends with eucalyptus and peppermint on my baby, but they're heavily diluted. I also use essential oils in the Kids Sense line with my daughter as well, but that's a personal choice that I decided on after I had done my research. So whatever you do, you are your own best advocate. Always be advised as to what oils have camphor in them, and then if you have infants, again, you're going to want to do your own research and come to your own conclusion about what you feel is right for you and your family. You can avoid them altogether if you'd like, or you may not. It's totally a personal decision. I decided on being able to utilize them and reap the benefits of them while heavily diluting, of course. So that was my personal decision, but each and every mama and parent has their own choices to make with their own research. In addition, if you are pregnant or in any stage of pregnancy, this can be a huge range. So this can be from you trying to conceive to you postpartum breastfeeding. There are some oils during certain stages of pregnancy that you're going to want to avoid. So again, if you need more specifics on this, feel free to message me or do your own research. Some people choose to avoid peppermint when they're breastfeeding. Some people in the early stages of pregnancy prefer to avoid jasmine. So there are some oils that you're going to want to do a little research on depending on where you're at in your stage of pregnancy. Also, important to note, there are a couple of oils that are not totally pure. They actually have carrier oils in them because of the purpose and design of the oil. So one oil, specifically a blend called Valor, actually contains almond oil. It's actually designed to be used along the spine. This is why it is diluted with almond oil. It is used that way so that you can apply it to a larger surface area without having to have another carrier oil handy on you. So again, Valor, one of the essential oils that has almond oil, and we also have essential oils a line called the Oola blend, and we also have a Kid Sense line. The Oola blend and Kid Sense line are also pre-diluted with fractionated coconut oil. So just be aware, if you have allergies, you always want to read your labels to make sure that you're not allergic to anything within the blend. In addition, there are some cats that are not able to process certain chemical constituents, in particular oils. So if you have cats, just be aware that citrus oils can be a little harsh on them. This does not mean that you have to avoid diffusing lemon essential oil or grapefruit or what have you. It just means that if you're going to diffuse essential oils in your home, you need to make sure that your pets have an area where they can get away from the diffuser, and then they're not in a contained space stuck in that area. Again, same thing. Dogs, although toxicity is not an issue with them, they have very sensitive noses. So you're gonna wanna make sure that their little crate is not directly under your diffuser, because it might be too overwhelming for them. So if you have any more questions pertaining to use of essential oils with infants, children, or pets, please feel free to message me or comment below with your questions, and I will get back to you after the presentation. More than happy to answer any of your questions.